Philippine population. The Philippines is considered the ninth most populated country in Asia and 14th in the world, with a high birth rate and declining death rate as characterized by the country's population. This growth in population is highly attributed to natural increase of birth over death. Reasons why Filipinos have an immense growth of population. Tradition of having big families. They compensate parents for lack of health and wealth. Children are gift of God and they are blessings. There are some traditional costumes and values which are psychological in nature. Filipinos prefer to have a big family of 6 to 12 children. They believe that their children will lessen their loneliness during old age, even though half of them become ungrateful. Others will look after them during their last days on earth. They are priceless gift of God more than wealth. Question of gender. Parents want to have their firstborn child to be a boy. They simply ignored family planning because they want to have a boy as their child if they have only girls. The male macho image. A prevalent value among males is to bear many children. Most Filipinos feel that masculinity lies on the ability to impregnate their wives frequently. They are proud of their macho image. Unsatisfactory or ineffective family relationship. There is an increase in the Filipino population because they believe that contraceptives are hindrance to a full sexual pleasure of a couple, and they endanger the health of the woman. They feel that family planning is an intrusion to private affair of married couples. Filipino parents have a negative perception on the contraceptive methods on family planning. Economic reasons. The family tends to choose the number of children they want for the economic reasons. In poorer family, the children are often an asset. They help the family to raise food, hold weight, and work for wages outside the home. People tend to have more children because they feel it improves their economic security. Contraceptive methods. The Catholic Church disapproves the use of contraceptive methods in family planning. That's why Filipinos have large families. Educational background. Education also linked to population. The less educated the people, the more they have children. The more educated the people, the fewer children they want. Problems on population growth in the Philippines. Population growth is normal and not a problem. If the resources of the country could meet the necessity of the increasing human needs. When Philippine population increases, it leads to tremendous problems. Some of the problems are environmental problem, social problem, economic problem, education problem, health problem, spiritual and moral problem, and problem of food supply, and problem of destruction of nature. Environmental problem. When there is an increase in population, there is also an increase in waste materials thrown on the environment, and there is a greater degradation and deterioration of nature. Social problem. Overpopulation may result to prostitution, drug addiction, crime, juvenile delinquency, suicide, and others due to lack of opportunity to have a nice stable job because of too much competition. Economic problem. The economists consider population growth because it hinders the country's effort to satisfy the needs of the citizens. It cannot meet the subsistence requirement of a growing population, especially if the government cannot generate sufficient opportunity. If the economic status is not stable, it may not be able to provide more food, housing, medicine, and other materials for subsistence. Educational problem. It is a perennial problem when the Philippine government cannot provide enough education, classrooms, school facilities, education materials, even qualified teachers. Even if the government increases its budget for education, these efforts seem futile and the quality of education deteriorates. Health problems. The health condition of the people is being affected due to adverse conditions, prevalence of diseases, epidemics, and undernourishment. Spiritual and moral problem. Due to tremendous increase in population, the people become more materialistic and liberalistic. The morality and spirituality of our young generation seems rapidly declining. Food supply. The rise in population, especially in big cities, has created problems on how to provide for food, basic needs such as food, shelter, clothing, and other important things. Problem on destruction of nature. Population growth may result to fast deteriorating environmental resources such as virgin forests. Agricultural lands are converted into industrial sites. Biodiversity likewise been threatened by forest destruction, and many species are endangered. Due to rapid growth of population, environmental resources continue to suffer degradation and depletion.